What is going on, JW Faction? My name is Josh Williamson. So, considering cooking is a big part of my channel, I've decided to do some reaction videos to a couple particular cooking channels that I really like. My two favorite cooking channels. They are Guga Foods and Sous Vide Everything. We're reacting to a video from Guga Foods, okay? Now, if you don't know who Guga Foods is, this guy's name is Guga, okay? And he is a YouTube chef. He does a lot of experiments and experiences, with certain types of steaks, certain types of meat in general, whether it be, just doing some weird experiments with regular steaks or Wagyu steaks or, really high grades of pork. You get what I mean. He does a lot of meat experiments. And for this one, this video is called the Extreme Umami Steak Experiment. Now, from the thumbnail, it looks like he was dumping a bunch of MSG on a Filet Mignon, but let's see what he does in this video. Those filet mignons look good, by the way.
Should I be scared of the thumbnail?
Oh yeah. Cheers, everybody.
I think you should, Mama. Apparently it was awesome.
This is an amazing ingredient. It elevates any dish to a whole new level. To put it in simple words, if you have a regular steak and you add this to it, congratulations. You just made steak on crack.
Huh.
That is how powerful this is.
It's
so
accent.
We're talking about MSG.
Yeah,
known
accent
as
is
low
MSG.
sodium glutamate. It is found in many different things naturally. And
Get off
just
the
a few videos
screen.
back, I dry aged with it and it was a complete outer body experience.
Yeah,
I'm telling
that
you,
video
this
made a
thing is
complete
crazy
mess.
good. But one thing I believe I overdid it was to add too much. That's why my cheeks kept
My
squeezing.
God!
I'll tell you one thing, it was weird and great at the same time. But today my goal is
Did you
to
see
do
how much
something
he added?
different, and that is to maximize MSG to its best potential. And of course, the first thing we're gonna start off is steak. For that today I chose these 4 beautiful filet mignons.
Those are
As you can
beautiful
see,
filet
they are some thick
mignons.
boys. At the same time, if possible, whenever you're choosing it, make sure it has a great marbling just like this. This is very unusual for filet mignon. But
Yeah,
whenever
filet
you get
mignon
good
is
finds
elite.
like this, make sure you take it. So here's the plan. As you can see, these 2 steaks on the left has less marbling than the ones on the right. So my thought is, if I put MSG to those 2 steaks and make them better, ooh, that's a whole new level right there. So I went ahead and transferred them to a cooling rack. And of course, started seasoning them with MSG. Now, just like salt, you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
You want to sprinkle a good amount to make sure every single surface is perfectly coated.
Yeah,
the
of
interesting
course.
thing is that MSG immediately starts dissolving and penetrating the meat. That is exactly what we're looking for. The more
That's a good
penetration,
sign, yeah.
the better. As always, make sure to season both sides. For the other 2 steak, I'm only adding salt and nothing else. I am a huge fan of something called dry brine. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know exactly what it is. It's basically the best way to treat a steak before cooking it.
Yeah, you really should try dry brining a steak. If you have a really thick steak, you really should dry brine it, because you just salt all over the steak. You put a bunch of salt all over it, then you put it in the refrigerator overnight, and it allows the salt to penetrate into the meat. It's a really great thing to do.
Now, to make sure that the MSG and the salt will penetrate nicely and deeply into the meat, I'm gonna allow them to dry brine in my refrigerator overnight. And that's perfect because it's gonna allow time for us to go ahead and make an incredible side dish. And I mean, take a look at this.
What's
is what
that?
I'm talking
That
about.
looks pretty good.
And to
What
make
is it?
It's super easy, and here's how. I first started by cooking a little bit of bacon. As always, remember exact amount and ingredients always in the description down below for you. Once they were fully cooked, I removed them, and using the same exact pan, I threw in a little bit of freeze-dried garlic and onions. Warm
Okay.
them up and throw in heavy cream, followed by a little bit of salt and freshly ground black pepper. Then you want to mix everything well to make sure everything is perfectly combined. But you do not want to bring it to a boil. That is how easy it is to make the sauce. And let me tell you something, this is already delicious by itself. However, we're going to
Alright.
need the most important ingredient. And we're talking about potatoes.
Oh,
I personally
it's a
like to
potato
cook them
dish.
first. And if you have gold potatoes like this, these are the one I recommend. To make sure that they do not oxidize to them in water. Slice them, we want to get it as thin as possible, and nothing will beat a mandolin. It is easy.
Okay, let me tell you something about a mandolin, okay? The first time I used a mandolin, it's one of my favorite kitchen tools, by the way, but the first time I used it, I cut part of my finger off. It was one of the most painful experiences of my life. If you get a mandolin, make sure it has a guard with it, okay? And make sure you use it. Please, use that thing with caution if you have one. It's great for sliced potatoes, but it's dangerous.
Easy to use, but at the same time it can be quite dangerous. The
Yup.
last thing we want is to hurt ourselves. So if you have a mandolin, you should definitely use
that.
a guard for it. We don't want to have any accidents. And having a guard, this is the only way to ensure it will not happen. And the best part is that you can go as fast as you can. As you can see, all of these took no time at all. That's great because now it's time to assemble. Using the same exact pan, I started by adding a layer of potatoes. Once that was done, I threw in the
Ooh.
bacon followed by a good amount of cheese. Now you want to be generous with
Is that
cheese, but at
mozzarella?
the same time you don't want to overdo it. For me, this amount was good enough.
Ah,
Once that was
okay.
done, the only thing
I
left
see
to
what
do
you
is to
mean.
repeat the process as many times as needed until you run out of potatoes. Because the last thing you gotta add is your sauce. And make sure you add all of it.
That looks
The
like a
only thing you
potato
gotta
gratin
really keep in
almost.
mind is that there's a high chance of
I
this
should share a recipe
overflowing.
like that
So
on
make sure
YouTube
you use a tray
sometime.
on the
It's
bottom.
awesome.
At the same time, using a little bit of aluminum foil will ensure that the potatoes will fully cook.
Yep,
The
that's
next
true.
thing to do is to add it to your oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. Once that's done, take the aluminum part out and add a good amount of cheese. Because once you're
More
done, the only thing you have
cheese?
to do is to put it back in your oven in the broiler setting and let that cheese melt. You're looking for that wonderful golden brown color. Because once that have been done, the only thing left to do
Cheese
is
is
to
amazing
remove
when
it,
you do
add
that
a
to
little
it.
bit of chives, and your scalloped
Oh, I
potatoes
love
are
chives.
done.
That's my favorite
That is
herb,
how easy
especially
it
with
is to make
potatoes.
it. And do I have to tell you that this is delicious? Well, I hope it is speaking for itself.
That does
If we
look
are
really
gonna make an
good.
extreme MSG steak experiment, we gotta do something else. And that is to jazz up our bacon butter. I really want to see how different this is gonna be. So as you can see, I have 2 fully melted stick of butter.
Oh, you're adding
One of them,
MSG
I'm
to
gonna be
one of
adding
them?
A good amount of MSG. And the other one, I'm not. This way, hopefully it will make this steak even better. And we will definitely let you know how different it is. But now going back to our steaks. As you can see, after 24
Perfectly
hours,
dry
this is what
brine.
they look like. There is no longer any sign of MSG or salt.
By the way, I think I forgot to mention that the accent that Guga's got, he's Brazilian, in case you were wondering.
It is exactly what we're looking for because everything penetrated nicely and deeply into the meat. The red color is a sign that the MSG works
That's right.
just as good as salt. Now the only thing left to do is to go ahead and season them. For that, I throw in freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. As always, make sure you
As I said in my sous vide steak tutorial, salt, pepper, and garlic powder is the best seasoning for a steak, alright? You see, but I didn't I didn't dry brine the steak in my sous vide steak tutorial, and the reason why is because when you're sous videing a steak, that it's already practically brining while it's cooking, so that's a plus.
season both sides including the edges. To cook them, here's the plan. The first thing I'm gonna be doing is putting a nice wonderful sear. As that is happening, I'll be basting them, keeping it completely separated.
Basting
The
them with
MSG
butter
steak
just
versus
makes
the
just
other.
makes the
One will
steak
use regular
absolutely
butter,
fantastic.
And the other one, the MSG butter. Once I've gotten a sear that I'm happy with, it's time to cook them in indirect heat. But now that you know
Oh, so you're
exactly
front
what's about to
searing it.
happen, I
Okay.
say it is enough
I
to
used to do that
and
with a
it is
steak.
time to cook them, so let's do it.
That is until I discovered reverse sear and sous vide. 2 of the best methods. Time for the B-roll. Here's another thing I have to talk about when it comes to Guga Foods' videos, and also Sous Vide Everything, his second channel. He does some really good, like, video production. He does really good B-roll. He's just so good at this stuff. Those filet mignons look very good. I don't know exactly how the MSG would taste with it, but let's see what he thinks. They look good. Very good. Perfectly medium rare too, just the way I like it. Oh god, here comes an ad.
Get a fresh
Hang
start to
on.
the new year with Suddenlink. Get 100 meg internet and smart TV now for only $40 a
There we go.
All right, everybody, here we
Ah,
have
there's
our
Mama.
beautiful steaks. Are you ready?
And yes, his name is Mama, in case you were wondering. It's spelled M-A-U-M-A-U. first time I heard it, that's usually a name that people in America, at least for as far as I know, call their grandmother. It's surprising that his name is Mama. Is it like a Brazilian name?
Hey, Mama.
Guga, those steaks look beautiful, but what is that?
Mama, you're always interested on the side dish, huh, Mama?
Yes, I love side dishes.
I don't blame them. I'm interested in side dishes as well.
This is scallops potatoes.
Scalloped potatoes.
Give me some.
Hold on. You know what?
I gotta try that
first?
recipe
We're gonna try
sometime
steak, but give me
soon.
some of that.
You want some scallops? Okay, Mama. All right. The smell that is coming out of these potatoes
Oh my
are great.
God.
I know you're gonna want more, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you a second one. You know
Yes.
what? Huh?
Oh.
This side dish right here is perfect for any steak combination. You okay, Mama?
Oh, I'm in paradise right now.
Cheers, everybody.
These guys just have the best reactions to their food.
That is amazing.
Wow.
It is so
That
tender.
looks
So
amazing.
tender.
Super flavorful.
What kind of cheese you put on here?
Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese?
Swiss cheese,
Wait,
yes.
Not
He-
taste like Swiss cheese.
He used Swiss cheese? Is he
No,
joking?
No.
it's not mozzarella because a lot of people mozzarella.
Oh.
But I'll be honest with you, the only reason I didn't like mozzarella is because I ran out of it.
If you never had this before,
He used Swiss cheese? I've never seen shredded Swiss cheese in my life. Usually you're used to seeing Swiss cheese with the holes in it. I've never seen someone shred it.
this is like a lasagna made out of potatoes.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
That's
except no
exactly
disgusting
what it is.
tomato
I'm
sauce.
about to lick my knife.
Don't at me. I don't like tomato sauce, okay? But you get what I mean.
That's how good it is.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. So, as you can see, we have two beautiful filet mignons. But
They
we
look
actually have
awesome.
an experiment today. Nothing goes better than
Steak is my favorite
potatoes
food, in
and
case you're
filet mignon.
wondering.
I mean,
I want you to give me your honest opinion. They should be a little bit different from each other, but at the same time, I don't know. We'll start
one?
right here first.
this one?
Yes. Oh, Lord. Have mercy. Oh, man.
Yeah, but I gotta say, Guga, at least you and Mama can smell. Like, see, since I had COVID back in December, I had it back in December. I lost my smell and taste. I'm gradually getting it back, but not really all there yet.
Man, it is. That's the wonderful thing about filet mignon. It is just so tender. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
a
is.
tender
It's one of the best steak
everybody.
cuts.
It has to put a smile on your face. Are you ready, Mama?
No, almost as good as the.
Oh, you like this? No, Mama really enjoyed the potatoes. All right.
Yeah,
Steak
I
time.
love potatoes
Cheers,
as well.
everybody. That's one of those that you have to just close your eyes. Look at you. You told me to shut up. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Just the
You have to
ordinary
close
steak.
your eyes
It says down
and
there in the
enjoy
corner.
that
Just
flavor.
enjoy it.
You don't need teeth to chew a filet mignon, everybody.
Yeah, you
And for
really
whatever
don't.
reason, if people do not like filet mignon, they're crazy.
They're wrong.
Filet mignon is amazing.
The smoky flavors
Well, vegans don't, but
that you got on this.
Yes.
filet mignon is
Charcoaly
awesome.
flavor.
Oh, look at
Wow.
Mama enjoying the charcoal, everybody.
Oh my god.
Huh? That was a phenomenal steak. Now let's jump into the second one. Are you ready?
All right, the
Give me
MSG
some more.
steak.
Mama,
He wants more of the scalloped
All right, I know
potatoes.
you're enjoying it. Are you ready for that? That was to clean your palate? That's what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Huh? I see that. Any type of
Yeah, I don't
excuse
blame
is good
him.
for Mama. Okay. I'm excited for this one, Mama. You ready? Let's try this one right here.
And see, the funny thing is that the scalloped potatoes have cheese in it, and Mama is lactose intolerant, but he doesn't even care.
Just as tender, perfectly medium rare, the way we like it. You like it medium rare, right, Mama?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how we like our steaks.
That's how I
Let me
like
know
my
if
steak.
there's any difference.
All right.
Second one. Cheers, everybody.
We saw the reactions from the beginning. It looked like this. They must have really liked it.
Wow.
There's no way that is the same as this.
It's like different steaks.
It's like a different
Wow.
steak.
It is like a completely
Is it better?
different steak. I'm telling you right now.
It's like it has more flavor.
Yes.
Like all the
Really?
little flavors that you get on it are kicked up a little notch.
just like multiply it, right?
Yeah,
That's
so-
pretty much what it is.
The beefiness of it.
Let me know if you guys want me to do an accent experiment with my steak. If you want to see me do if you want to see me make steak, but instead of salt put MSG or accent or something on it, let me know.
It is a little bit extra beefy.
Right.
The saltiness is a little bit
Extra beefy?
Saltiness. The
It just enhances
the
overall the
umaminess
steak.
of the steak.
Yes.
The
It's a little bit
umaminess.
extra umamier.
I agree 100%.
That's what happens when
It
you
just
dry age a steak
enhances
as
the
well.
overall experience with the steak. It gives a lot more flavor. Are you ready to find out what this is, Momo?
It's almost like this was a steak kind of washed out flavor,
Yes.
and that one brought out more of the steak flavor.
I agree 100%. It's like something happened with this one.
And they
back,
added very
nothing
little
happened,
MSG.
And this one here just like got waken up or something.
If you guys watch Dragon Ball, this is regular Goku. This is Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah, there you go, Super Saiyan.
That's a
I know
good
what
comparison,
Super
Momo.
Saiyan is. MSG from Uncle Roger. Huh?
Uncle Roger, approve it.
Uncle Roger, approve it.
Hold on.
Oh, leg up.
Uncle Roger?
Uncle Roger would approve it.
As you guys can see, we
I
enjoy
love
Uncle
watching
Roger.
them.
Shout out to you, brother, if you're watching this video. Anyway, guys, I definitely recommend using
I don't
a
know
little
who
bit of
Uncle Roger is,
MSG.
by the way.
It does wonders to your steak. I not only did it with the steak, but I also put it on the butter, which I was basting with. It just gives an amazing, incredible umami flavor. It makes your steak
I gotta try
taste
that.
better. It does make it taste better. Guaranteed. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber,
I
be
will
sure
give
to
that a thumbs
subscribe
up.
for future
I've
videos.
already
Remember,
subscribed.
if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
See you later, Guga. Man, I'm actually surprised. You know, I thought that maybe, you know, adding MSG to a steak, I thought it'd give maybe some sort of weird flavor, honestly. But apparently, adding a very small bit of it compared to a really good amount of salt to a thick steak gives it more flavor. There's something I learn new about cooking all the time. But that's just completely foreign to me. I gotta try putting accent on a steak. I really should. Let me know if you guys maybe sometime in the future. You know, I can't do a cooking video right now because I'm not alone long enough. But let me know in the future if you guys want me to do an MSG experiment with a steak. I'll do it if you guys want me to. But anyways, yeah. That was me reacting to a Guga Foods video. I will definitely do more of that in the future. I love this channel. I'll also react to a second channel called Sous Vide Everything, where he cooks a lot of stuff sous vide. And he also does weird experiments with steaks and different kinds of meat over there on that channel. But what do you guys think of this? Post your comments down below. Let me know what your opinions on this. If you like this video, thumbs up. Hit this video, thumbs down. I'm on social media down in the description box as well as on the original video if you want to watch it. And please go check out Guga's videos. You know, he's got some very good videos. Go subscribe to him if you like his content. And be sure to click the subscribe button to this channel, and become a member of the JW faction on the journey to 10,000 subscribers. See you later.